Hello and welcome back to my final round of GAC for the week before Conquest begins. This upload's a little late just because I had the recording available, I just haven't had time to edit this. I'm editing it now, night after, but it's all good. So anyways, we're reviewing the damage done to our side. We see no clear to either of the back walls, but a lot of attempts on both of the last things set. The problem here is that they got through what was set pretty easily. So, okay, cool, whatever. We should be able to do just fine. So then I go and review their walls. And the first one on the upper end, actually kind of good. Like, you don't usually see like Datacrons like well done for accounts around 9 million. I mean, some do, but not a lot. So it was kind of crazy to see, like, on the 3PO1, the Calcastus one was like, gosh, damn, okay. And there's Southwall. Great teams, but easier. So I decided to go this one first. So we're going to go against Gas. Well, let's go Balin. Balin should be able to clear this without too much of an issue. So we load up Balin and some mercenaries and just kind of go to town, weakening Gas. Once the protection's down, the troopers are vulnerable, so we'll take out 5 so he doesn't sacrifice himself and boost the other clone stats. Then Rex, and so on and so forth, until Gas the other one left, and now it's Gas V5. And then that's pretty much it. Easy peasy, 71 banners. Done. Cool, let's move on to Rey. I might as well just use SLKR. It was either against Rey or Traya or Luke, so to get through this wall, I might as well just do this, because honestly, I need to save other teams for what might be in the back of this. So, with the Ben Solo having the 3 Omicrons as well, it was just the safest bet. But right away, they take out one of my guys, so not too great. But we'll get our special pretty quickly. And from there on, it's kind of just building and ramping up for when Rey's, invulnerability runs out on her team, and then it's just clean them up. Fortunately, they take out my dark side Rey, which I was hoping to revive one of my characters with to get a little bit more banners, but it's fine. Cleared this with 2 left, 53, first wall down. Alright, let's get to the south, number 2. So we see Tuskens and Iden Versio. Not as well, invested into. Tuskens look like Lightspeed Bundle plus mods in the Datacron. Iden Versio doesn't have a full relic team. So Tuskens, we might as well just go Gas. We could lose here, but being that we just have this extra bulk because Gas has to go down to allow them to get to the troops past protection. They can take out protection, but they can't take out health, and so Gas is kneeling. So that extra boost to our defensive helps us, break through the Tuskens' tough hides. I don't know how to put it. They're kind of bulky. They're kind of annoying. And then as they gain whatever they gain, I can't remember what it's called right now. Stunning after we attack. It's kind of annoying. But we get through. We lose one of our troopers, but still 60 banners. Not too bad. Iden Versio, though, I was like, damn, probably their weakest team they have here, and yet it's one of the hardest ones to get around. So I try Wampa. As long as we're hitting constantly, we should be okay. And every time his special's available to, get that protection up, we gotta click it, because they're gonna chip away at me if I can't keep hitting them back. But luckily we kept getting, pretty much retaliating hits, and just not from retaliation, but just counter hits, counter attacks. We'll stack when we can, boost damage, and eventually, we'll get these guys down. And I have to say that because you have to kill these guys a couple different times before they actually stay down, so it's kind of annoying. And then finally, after everyone else is gone, you can go after Iden. Because anytime you kill her when the other troops are alive, she just comes back countless times. So you always have to go for her last. Cool. Both south walls done pretty easily. North wall, we go for CLS first. A little worried here. CLS is kind of a good defensive team, but Phoenix should be able to do it. The problem, though, is they started out pretty well. We had to like stun them to help kind of control this, but as soon as they were able to get out of that stun, they took Hera out very easily. Got a little worried here, but luckily we're able to take out their Chewbacca. We're going for the Chew-Pio, and then their Han, and then eventually we were able to just fully control this without any risk anymore. Once Han was down, CLS was stunned, couldn't do anything, and then 3PO falls when the last character left. So CLS down, and that's just odd because we're still behind in a lot of banners, but it's almost like we have the same amount of teams going, so they must have scored really well on their characters or their rounds. But anyways, we're going into Traya with Gungans, and honestly, I think this is my first biggest mistake. Gungans is a pretty good team, but this Traya team, I'm going to say, they did a really good job with their stats or mods or whatever, because no matter what I did... Oh, here's another annoying thing too. They went for my shield generator almost consistently, which I haven't seen before. Yeah, the computer knows to go for it, but like, they went for it well. But even then, like, this team was very, very bulky. I just couldn't break them at all. I thought, oh, Gungans would have this. And after Boss Nass fell, I was just done. I kind of was hoping something would happen, but no. 2 more fell, and I was just like, screw this. Well, to try and get the first clear bonus, I went for Luke. Reading this Cal Kestis, Jedi Knight Cal Kestis Akron, it was just like, ugh. This doesn't look good. What can I do against this? I have Sith Eternal Emperor, but I don't know if it's enough. Well, it's pretty much all I have left, though. So we'll load it in and see what we can do. So we get C in here with our Separatist support and a couple other Siths, so when they die, fully heals C. And, tanks are not bad to have anyways. We just keep trying, hoping to get our special unlocked, and then zap whoever we can. The problem is, though, they got their special first, and then they got ability block. So annoying. And after that, I just couldn't survive until my next turn, so that ended that. I go in just to see and review if there's any other teams, Geonosians, I have Tuskens because I swapped up my defenses, and I'm just like, I don't think we can get through this. So instead of just losing pointlessly, I decided to call it here and take the L, which will put me at a 1-2 for this GAC season before 3v3 starts in just over a week. Ugh. So anyways, after rankings were submitted and that was all over, we end the season at 25-21 in Chromium 3, which is okay. It's not great, but honestly, I've been bouncing between Chromium 2 and Chromium 3 for a little bit, just because I need to solidify the teams I do have. I'm still working on Omegas, just trying to get this all finished. Unlock Galactic Legend Race, so maybe they'll be ready by the 3v3's first round, but honestly, I won't have Ben Solo, and I don't have Ezra Exile, so I don't know if it's going to really matter. I could apply a 13 and a 16. Unfortunately, both of these ones are the 16, so and they're not relic yet. I gotta wait for this raid den to start getting more materials, so not too fun. I'm just kind of playing a waiting game here. 'Tis the curse of speeding through farming. We're at about a year, so not too bad though overall. I have to say, not too bad. But anyways, that's the review, that's the video for the day. Thank you everyone for stopping by. Go ahead and leave me some comments, recommendations. What did I do wrong? Should I have put Gungans against Jedi Master Luke and C against Traya? I wonder if that would have worked. What do you think? Anyways, thank you everyone. Have a great day.